Back in a time lock, guys. We are just cooking up some fishies as we are getting ready for this episode. Last episode, we ended up having to go do some surprise fishing because of a really weird glitch. I haven't posted that episode yet, so I'm not sure. I'm gonna make a short asking about what this glitch is because I've never seen it before. So we'll figure that one out a different day. I also have to remember to watch back that episode and get a good clip from it because I haven't made any shorts in a while, which kind of is hurting the channel. So subs are definitely staying stagnant. Like we got a couple off of an episode or two ago randomly, and I was like, dang, that's pretty good to see. But really, besides that, not really too much action in the sub department. So yeah, I mean, we slowly are gonna work our way towards double digits and stuff, which is gonna be exciting and always is a big goal for a channel. That's the first milestone is that, and then after that it's 500,000, and then immediately jumps 10,000, 50, 100. So like how it just stagnantly jumps up as everybody is after the oh so special coveted play button, which is always like a goal you want as a person. Since I was little, that's always been like a goal of mine, and obviously it's not gonna be through this channel. It's gonna If I do, it's gonna be through the Pokemon channel, which I'm gonna lock in. I actually got a some videos planned to do, so I guess maybe we try to go mining this time because it did not let me last time. We got some food. I guess we'll see if it wants to kill us this time. But what I was trying to say is, I got some plans for some videos. I actually a very very odd video essay footnote I was working on because I had the idea from Chooks about working on a full on like history of metronome because that's just what my channel's about. And that's what she said. She was like, "Hey, you should so do this." I'm like, "That's a good idea." So I started to research for it. I literally am on the first generation, and I run into a very weird question because I had some memory in the past of. Right, I am trying to see what's going on here because I have some PTSD from last time. Gamers, maybe we block that up too. I'll even light it up. Okay, so I have some PTSD. Oh, crap, different thing. So I had some like really weird memory about the move metronome, some random misnomer about how it could pull like the move struggle, which is a move it can't pull from back in the day when it was in Japanese still before it came over to the US. And I'm like that's a fun little thing. So I wrote it down. I was thinking on it, and I was like, man, this is interesting. And then I was like, wait a second, is this real? And then I went down a really strange rabbit hole of trying to figure it out. My rabbit hole is I wrote like maybe three little paragraphs on it, and I already did the voiceover of me trying to figure out if it's real or not by using Google, using all kinds of little things like some websites I've never heard of. Just do some research, and then I also found there's weird inconsistencies in wikis for different sites and stuff. And so I was like a little video I typed out a script for. It was like 800 words, and I was like, this is a really cool idea to do because it's not something I typically would do a lot. And I got the script all written out, and I was like, "This is cool." I voiced over the front half of it, but I didn't like my conclusion. I didn't like the way it just so abruptly ended with "I give up. I don't know what to do." So I was like, "I'm gonna record the beginning, maybe try to edit, try to practice, because I now have Premiere Pro to work with, which is exciting." And I was like, "You know what? Let me do this and try to learn a little bit." I'm like, "This could help me a lot." Trying to learn how to edit through brand new software because it's just a quality of life thing to try to learn a new software like that so I can stop using Clipchamp and let that thing freaking die. That's the first thing that's gonna be added to my graveyard in this world is gonna be Clipchamp. I'm like, oh my god, you're gone. Die finally. And I can celebrate it. That's one thing I'm looking forward to is the day I can pull the cord on it. But I do like it for these videos. It's very simple. So it may live around as long as time lock exists. So might not you can't all fully kill things off. You can only kill off the idea of it. as they have said. I heard that somewhere. I don't remember where. But yeah, so that was planned for the channel. So that's a little like footnote. If you ever watch CGP Grey, that's kind of what my vibe for the video was, where he just looks into very random questions or he answers stuff and he goes down a rabbit hole for like a year trying to research it. And I've always found those really cool. I've really been a big fan of like informational video essays. One of my favorite creators ever is Lemino. I actually just watched him last night for the first time in a while. He like had a video on the Bermuda Triangle, and it was an old one where like he explores the myth, why people think it exists, and then he just debunks everything. And I just love I love his voice and just the way he animates stuff. He had a very amazing documentary a couple years ago, which had some controversy with XQC, I think, because he would just watch the entire video and just like half reacted to it, just stealing his content there. And then that brought up that whole argument that comes up every like couple months of, is it fair use to just oh, thought I crouched there. I missed the crouch. Where it's like, is it really fair use or is it just someone react to? It's kind of like people who would like back when streamers were listening to or watching TV shows and they were just doing that and everybody's like, okay, but is that really reacting? And then it's a discussion that nobody just can figure out the answer to. It was kind of like that. I don't know. It's weird. The internet works in loops where something will be controversial and then it stops and then it becomes controversial again. And it just goes through this just continual pattern of it. So they were so yeah, he made a video on the assassination of JFK, and it was really cool. Like it was a way I've never seen the assassination talked about. Like he literally walked us through everything, all the information, and then he talked about how confusing the event was and why there was so many conspiracy theories about what's going on because no one really knew what was going on, and it was just really beautifully animated. And it's a video been meaning to watch back for a while, and he just did an amazing job. It's one of my favorite videos I've ever watched because he just did such a great job with it. I guess that's enough of me praising him for now. But it was just really enjoyed, and I always think back to it as one of my favorite channels in that video essay era, just like Gray, and I'll still watch his videos. He'll make really cool informational videos about something you never knew you cared about, like how all the highways in the U.S. are numbered for a certain way. Just little things. It's always fun to keep learning. So that's something I've been doing even during school. I used to watch that kind of stuff. So whenever we learned stuff about history, I already knew it because like, oh yeah, I watched it over a simplified video 8 years ago. I got ball knowledge on that. Actually, I failed a few assignments from it because I took what oversimplified said to heart and it didn't work out. But, but yeah, so that footnote video. Hopefully I start working on it again soon, and I got a few collabs planned, and also I'm thinking of doing a tier list video on metronome items. I think that'd be a fun little thing to do where I just go through and I talk about stuff. I may do that today. I think it'd be a fun random video to drop and make a thumbnail for it and discuss things. As I don't know, it'd be something different to just post up on my channel as I get ready for some collabs I have with Metronome with some other content creators. So I'm like, you know what? Might as well. Let's give it a try. I think it'd be a lot of fun. There's a couple really cool ideas I have. And I sat there I was texting one guy and I was like, okay, here's some ideas I got. He gave me tons of cool ideas. So that's something that's gonna help me. I just need to start just making videos. Once I get into the loop of making videos again, everything else gets so much simpler. So that's one thing I'm trying to figure out. Man, I was really hoping we find some diamonds today. I have done nothing but tear through iron tools. This is now going to be the third pickaxe. I'll probably do one more pickaxe and we will call it a day. I'm also tearing through my shovel. really hoping to find something. So yeah, tons of busy stuff coming for that channel. I really hope we can lock in and get some goals. Um, if I were to have a goal for that channel, I don't want to be ballsy, realistically, because my goal for this channel, I'd love to hit 500. By the end of the year, 500 subs on here would be awesome. First step of the monetization route, and also it's just a nice clean number. And almost that feels a little too ambitious because we're already a month in and we're only up 30. Which, I mean, still pretty good. I mean, you can't be like, I'm only up 30. I mean, that's still 30 more than I would have had. But also, that's going to be me making shorts, making some better titles, figuring out a thumbnail system that works, kind of stuff like that. Which you don't always think about. I don't think about in the moment, but it's like that really helps the video, better description, stuff like that, which I'm just too lazy to because since, you upload every day, you're like, some are going to suck, some aren't. But you really got to be like, okay, I gotta start thinking about every single episode because all it takes, if you increase your odds of people finding your videos, there's a bigger chance of blowing up. So, what I need to do there. And for the other channel, realistically, it's sitting at 170. I want to say 1,000, but that's like really ballsy, and that's like a lot to try for. I think I want to shoot for 1,000 though, because in my head, I'm like, okay, what should I do? And 1,000's the one that sticks out to me as a number. And I was like, well, maybe 5,000, but no, that's crazy. It takes a lot of work to even get 500 on a channel. So that's why I'm like, man, I think I should just give it a try. Yeah, so that's kind of where my thoughts are with that. I'm really now starting to think of that tier list video. I think I'm literally gonna go record that after this one. That could be a very simple one to record and edit and stuff. And yeah, no, then yeah, no, that's literally just on my mind. So I'm literally gonna do that after this episode now. Thanks, Timelocke. I appreciate it. Thanks for listening, guys. You guys really help out with you want to do things. I'm trying to think about the videos I have. So this will be video 3 of the day. So we'll be good through Thursday this week. Too bad. Just need a little bit more. You know what? Watch this. There's gonna be diamonds after these 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Told. We can continue down this one next time. I just have to remember that this hole still could use some. What do we get? Lots of cobblestone. Let's just say that. We went through 4 iron pickaxes, so we absolutely went through probably about 1,000 blocks. We probably went about 500 blocks, realistically. Which is pretty good. I'll take it. Not mad about that at all. But as we walk back, guys, this is going to be ending this episode. I want to thank I'm trying to see if I timed this out well. I think I did. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. Next time on Timelocke, we got a couple projects I am in between on what I want to do next. There's 2 of them which I want to possibly touch, but we'll see where it brings us. That's the fun thing about this series is the fact that you never know where I'm gonna go with it, and it's just always, oh, let's figure it out as I go, because that's what just makes it so much more exciting. But folks, that is all I have for me today, and I will see you guys next time.